Hello students, this is Miss Pooja Arun Matre, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Department in Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. Today's topic is CND chapter number 5, Network Transport and Application Layer part 7. The learning course outcomes are application layer services, concept of DNS and FTP. Domain name server. An application layer protocol defines how the application processes running on the different system pass the message to each other. So, the DNS stands for the domain name systems. So, DNS is a directory service that provides a mapping between the name of a host on the network and its numerical address. So, it uses the UDP, that is user datagram protocol, for transport layer communication. DNS uses the hierarchical domain-based naming scheme. It requires for the functioning of the internet. Domain name server is used for the internet functioning. Each node in a tree has a domain name, and a full domain name is a sequence of symbols specified by the dots. So DNS is a service that translates the domain name into the IP address. DNS is a service to translate the domain name into the IP addresses. So this allows the user of the networks to utilize the users friendly names when looking for the each host instead of remembering the IP address. That means if you don't know the IP address of any server, so that time we remember the domain name. For example, we don't know the Google's IP address, so simply we write or type www.google.com. So this is the domain name. So after that we will search for the IP address of the Google. Types of domain. There are the various kinds of domain: generic domain, country domain and inverse domain. Organization of domain. The root of DNS servers, that is the root servers, it is classified into three types, that is .com, .in and .mil. So .com is like a generic, .in like a country, and .mil is like a inverse domain. So generic domain. It defines the registered host according to their generic behavior. So each node in a tree defines the domain name, which is an index of the DNS database. So it uses the 3 characters labels, and this label describes the organization type. So here are the some labels and descriptions. The AERO, Aero, that is the airline and aerospace company. BIS is for the business or firms. COM is for the commercial organization. COOP is for the cooperative business organization. EDU, that is it is used for the educational institution. GOV, that is government institutions. Info for the information service providers. INT for the international organization. MIL for the military groups. Museum for the museum and other non-profit organizations. Name for the personal names. NET for the network support centers. ORG for the non-profit organization and PRO for the professional individual organizations. Next, country domain. The format of country domain is same as the generic domain. It uses 2 characters country abbreviation like US for United States, IN for the in India, in place of 3 character organization abbreviation. IN for India, US for United States, UK for the United Kingdom. Next is the inverse domain. If you want to know what is the domain name of the website, so IP to domain name mapping. So DNS can provide both the mapping of, for example, find the IP addresses of the Greeks for Greeks.org. Then we have to type NSLOOKUP, that is www.greeksforgreeks.org. That means if you find for the MSBT IP address, that time we write the www.msbt.org. The inverse domain is used for the mapping the address to a name. When the server has received a request from the client and the server contains the files of only authorized clients. So determine whether the client is on the authorized list or not. It sends a query to DNS servers and asks for the mapping and address to the name. So here is the diagram of the DNS. First host, that is a user or computer, send the request to the server, that is the name server. Same for the domain name. After that, it requests to the root server and name server. So root server gives the answer of all the IP address which is he is looking for, and the name server also gives the all IP addresses and names of the network support authorities to search the domain name. So after the searching, it gives the list of the IP addresses or list of the domain name servers. For example, we will type the MSBT on the search engine. So that time they give the number of websites regarding of the MSBT. For example, MSBT result, MSBT syllabus, MSBT curriculum. The number of websites of the MSBT will be on our web pages. So that time we will find the correct IP or the correct website of the MSBT. The client machine sends a request to the local name server, which, if root does not find the address in its database, sends a request to the root name server, which is in turn will route the query to the intermediate or authoritative name server. The root name server can also contain some host name to IP address mappings. The intermediate name server always knows who is authoritative name server is. So finally the IP address is returned to the local name server, which is in turn returns the IP address to the host. Hierarchy of name servers. First is root name server, then top levels name server, and then authoritative name servers. Root name servers. It is contacted by name server that cannot resolve the name. It contacts authoritative name servers if name mapping is not known. Then it gets the mapping and return the IP address to the host. So root name servers gives the IP address only, not a domain name. Then top level server, it is responsible for the .com, .org, .edu, etc. and all the top level country domains like US, UK, FR, France, Canada, CA, .in India, etc. They have info about the authoritative domain servers and know the name and IP address of each authoritative name servers for the second level domain. So top level server know the IP address also and the domain name also. Authoritative name servers. This is the organization's DNS servers providing the authoritative host names to IP mapping for organization server. That means that time we know the host name and we find the IP address. It can be maintained by the organization or a service provider. In order to reach csc.dtu.in, we have to ask root DNS server, then it will point out the top level domain. Advantages of DNS. Internet dependency. The internet has become an important aspect of our daily life, such as people and companies cannot carry out their works without internet. So DNS makes it easier to use of the internet by remembering all the IP address. In fact, without DNS, internet would simply not exist. So DNS is completely depend on the internet. So without internet, we cannot find anything. So internet speed. One of the key feature of DNS is that it can offer a high speed connection. Individuals and organizations mostly take use of this speed. Then security. So some DNS are specifically designed for the security purposes, such as that it has become an important component for you for home or work connection. Whenever hackers try to hack the servers, their attempts are prevented gaining access to your system. And however, if it is large organization with lots of sensitive information, you need other security measures as well. And then IP address conversion. DNS allows user to categorize and achieve the search term without needing to remember IP addresses. So all the domains are converted into IP addresses when the name is given to search engines. Therefore, you don't need to memorize IP address for each and every site of your access frequently. Stability. For some reason of IP address of website, you may change, but the user need to keep the date of the information too. So this can very laborious task, but the facilitating this DNS system constantly update IP address so that the user can avoid important efforts. Disadvantage of DNS. Registry control. The registry control of DNS under the ICANN, which means that no other organization will be able to control them. Hence, the concept of the net neutrality is question here. So, ICANN is known as a non-profit organization which originate from one single country. Client information. The information about the client who started the name resolution do not normally get the carried by the DNS queries. Due to this, server side will able to know the IP addresses of DNS server. So server breakdown. When the DNS server break down, the World Wide Web will crash too. So AI through is the presence of backup servers and root servers. This because the one server crashes the connection, the local network will get disconnected and not allowing client to reach them. DNS attack. Once a major problem of DNS undergoes the DNS attack is here. In here, the original DNS address is replaced with the fake one so that user are redirected into fraudulent website. From the attackers can gather the sensitive information such as bank account detail. Troubleshooting. DNS issues are generally difficult to troubleshoot. This is due to its distributed nature and the geographical location. File Transfer Protocol. FTP stands for the File Transfer Protocol. FTP is a standard internet protocol provided by TCP/IP used for the transmitting the files from one host to another. It is mainly used for the transferring the web page files from their creators to the computers that acts as a server for other computers on the internet. It is also used for the downloading the files to computer from other servers. Objectives of FTP. It provides the sharings of files. It is used to encourage the use of the remote computers. It transfers the data more reliably and efficiency. Why we use FTP? Although transferring the file from one system to another, it is very simple to straightforward, but sometimes it can cause the problem. For example, two systems may have different file conversion. The two systems may have different ways to represent the text and data. So two systems may have a different directory structures. So FTP protocol overcomes this problem by establishing two connection between the host. So one connection is used for the data transfer and another connection is used for the control connection. Basic model of FTP. This figure shows the FTP model. Here the user interface and at the client side control process and data transfer process. At the server side there is a control process and data transfer process. Here the client sends a request or transfer the data to the server using the TCP/IP data connection and control connection. One link, that is data transfer process, used for the transferring the data between the client and server, and second link is used for the control process, that is controlling the connection of the data. Characteristics of FTP. FTP uses the TCP at the transport layer. FTP uses the port number 21 for control connection. It uses the port 20 for data connection. It uses the persistence TCP connection for controlling the connection and uses the non-persistent connection for the data connection. FTP is a connection oriented protocol. So it is a out of band protocol as data of control information flow over the different connection. So SMTP is a stateful protocol. Advantages of FTP, that is speed. One of the biggest advantage of FTP is the speed. The FTP is on the fastest way of transfer the files from one computer to another. It is more efficient if we do not need to complete the operations to get the entire file. Then it provides the security. It needs to log in with the username and password. Back and forth movement, it allows to transfer the files back and forth. Suppose if you are manager of the company and you send some information to all employees and they all send information back on the same server. The standard requirement of industry is that all the FTP transmissions should be encrypted. However, not all the FTP providers are equal and not all the providers offer encryption. So we will have to look out for the FTP providers that provides encryption. FTP serves the two operations, that is send and receive large files on the network. So however, the size of limit file will be 2 GB that can be sent. It also doesn't allow you to run simultaneous transfer of multiple receivers. Password and file contents are sent in a clear text that allows unwanted eavesdropping, so it is quite possible that attackers can carry out the brute force attack by trying to guess the FTP password, and it is not compatible with every system. Thank you.